Okay, everyone. So, hello. A lot of people and me have had this problem. You want to have something that is called required field. Why? Because you create a task like a swaggy event, and then you just create it, and then you remember, oh, I should always add a due date. But you're like, but I don't remember to do everything I should do when I create a task. So this required field function in ClickUp is super good because it will say, you haven't written the due date, so you cannot create this task unless you fill in this field. It's similar to when you have a form on the internet and you have to do certain things. I have ADHD, so for me it's super convenient. But so then another problem occurred because dates is the default date field that ClickUp has. And for some reason, these dates status, like the fields that ClickUp have made, are not, you cannot make them a required field for no reason. I don't know. But that's annoying, right? So I did a workaround. Bear with me. So I created another due date custom field, and that can be a required field because it's a custom field. And it's called LV because latest version, because I tend to forget what I do. So I did it so that when I create a task, I have to write the due date in that. Yes, but it's still not solved, right? Because you kind of want this main default date to also reflect the same date, because sometimes when you connect your calendar to, or sorry, when you connect your ClickUp to other things like Google Calendar, everything, it will be based on these dates if you use Zapier or anything. Like this default date is a good thing to use instead of creating own date fields, because then you cannot make this is maybe this has changed, but then you cannot collaborate with other softwares like Google Calendar, I think Slack, etc. So you want to use this date. So what I did was an automation. So this is this is very exciting, but it looks very boring. So when I create a task or a subtask, and if this is true, the custom field is set, because you can have this, but I was just like, okay, it's set in this. Then do this action. You shall change the due date, which is this default date field, and it shall be the trigger field from trigger. So if you just say trigger like some kind of ordinary trigger date, then it's going to be just today because I created the task today, I think. But if you do fields from trigger and what trigger due date LV, fields from, yeah, this one, right? Then what happens is, I will show you. I create a task. It's called Alice in Wonderland. Oh, Alice. And I have to write, oh, yes, thank you for reminding me, dear AI, or not even AI. It shall be this day, Monday. So it shall be, and now I will create it and then open. And look, this takes time because I have no patience. And Alice is due to Monday, like I said, and the dates then reflected that. That is a workaround you can use if you get annoyed that the default fields cannot be a required field. Wow, this is really like a nerdy, small topic, but for me, it was a game changer, and I hope this is helpful for you too. And yeah, have a nice day and good luck with your ClickUpping.